All right. Today is the 20th anniversary of 911, and so I have felt it necessary to write an essay on my new Substack site, which is available to subscribers only. A mere $5 a month, the price of one of those really crazy Starbucks drinks, with the whipped cream on top and the weird stuff inside of it. Those are usually like $4 something. You can drink one of those, spend your $5 on one of those, or you can spend your $5 and get continual content, because I've got a lot of ideas for blogs and essays to post on my Substack site. I'll put the link below here when we're done. I'm also still doing private astrology readings for anyone interested, and donations to Patreon always help. Always help pay the rent. Okay, so the essay is called "The Taliban is a Barbarian War Band." Initially, I called it, which I thought was a bit unwieldy, "The Taliban is not a governing body, but a barbarian war band." Now, it may seem obvious that, yeah, of course they're barbarians. I mean, look at the way they treat people. But the term actually is a philosophical term that comes from Arnold Toynbee, and it comes with it, by plugging the Taliban into that category, it comes with it a whole set of philosophical implications, not only about the Taliban, but about the situation in Afghanistan. So the essay focuses not so much on Biden, although of course I do roast him in the essay, but on the Taliban and the philosophical implications of them being a barbarian war band, because a barbarian war band has no ability at state formation. There's just no way that they are organized enough or sophisticated or bright enough to form a state. And so with them, I won't give the whole essay away here because I want you to subscribe, but with them now back in charge of the entire country, it's a little bit like Odo Acer sitting on the throne in Rome at the near end of the 5th century, proclaiming himself King of Rome. Right, Odo Acer. Power is addictive, isn't it? But you're not the man for the job. And the Roman Empire officially ends with Odo Acer getting on the throne. So that's it for the Western Roman Empire. After that, there's the Byzantine world, but that's not even the Roman Empire, even though they emulated under Justinian the Roman Empire by trying to reconquer the Mediterranean, which they did under Justinian, but it's a different culture. It's Greek-speaking, it's Orthodox, it has totally different ideas, and plus that they have the idea that the emperor is also not just emperor, but the head of the church. Just as in Islam, the caliph is the ruler, but also in charge of the religion. This is why Spengler groups the Byzantine civilization in with the Magian civilization, which is Judeo-Christian Islamic. And the Church of Hagia Sophia, anyway, is a giant mosque, even though it wasn't. It was built by the Byzantines. And when the Muslims got there, they're like, oh, they built us a ready-made mosque. Oh, perfect. So it's a different culture. Yes, they have Western values, and that demarcates them from the Judeo-Christian Islamic world. So they have a different set of values, but they belong in that world. Anyhow, I'm digressing because I don't go over that in the essay. And so the essay deals with the implications of the Taliban in charge now of the country of Afghanistan, although that word country no longer really applies. It's a random collection of 14 ethnicities that spill across the borders. The Pashtuns spill across the borders into Pakistan, who has always been a good buddy ally of the Taliban, even while secretly two-facing us and telling us that they'll help us. But yet, where did we find Osama bin Laden when we got him? Pakistan. And everybody in Pakistan knew he was there and knew where he was at. I'm pretty sure of it. So Pakistan cannot be trusted at all. And for their swearing-in ceremony, the Taliban have invited the Chinese, the Russians, and the Iranians. So we pretty much know where we stand here, and it's not a good situation at all. But I cover a lot of historical parallels with other external proletariats, like the German barbarians that the Romans had to fight, and the Chinese building their Great Wall against the Xiongnu barbarians. So you'll get all that good stuff in this essay, plus many more essays to come. I'll be writing them now on a regular basis, now that I have a platform that involves a little bit of pocket change. Not much, but it'll fill my gas tank. let's say. So a mere $5 a month. Subscribe to my site, and that's the kind of content that you will get. There will be lots of other essays to come, covering all of them pertaining to current events, stuff that's going on around us. I will have something to say about everything. So, all right, join me for some fun.